Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Uiagalelei. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Noles send out the punt unit. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Open. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lets it fly on the move. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, 3-and-out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give is to Williams. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm. You take your steps, you get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity.
Catch inside the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. 1st down, 10 yards to go. To the air, it's Uiagalelei. He unleashes a long one. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception. Stealing points now off the board.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. He wants to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sack.
But how about the speed on defense with that rush? Getting to the QB so quickly. You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Dropping back, it's Uyangalele. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Give to the single back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Keep it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give is to Williams. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And now this offense will take the field again. The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's King. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
The Noles are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets the give. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. It'll be a draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolute shame. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his 2nd missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed in himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle is made after the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. 2nd down coming up. To throw, it's King. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The play action fake. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Bulldozes him. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Getting some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop call and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an option.
Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Uiagalelei. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And that's not exactly the most advantageous situation as the ball is spotted at their own 40-yard line. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They'll operate out a split back. The back goes in motion. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Using his legs to buy some time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They're trying to get to it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and didn't lead.
And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Tuafili. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Looking to throw, it's Uiagalelei. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Florida State.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. It's a draw. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
After the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Lane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Finds the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you.
He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear. He got the long touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged on the outside, it's Lane. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This offense has a second down play. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Back to throw, it's King. He makes the connection. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. Last possession they went for, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking to take a shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize.
Accepted by
on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. This might be a play to come back to.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense working from the pistol. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Shakes off the tackler. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. On first down from the 13-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is so difficult to stop, especially in this area of the field, because of this QB's running ability, whether it's between the tackles or on the perimeter, on designed QB runs. They show it right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida State 3.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Going deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Now on second down. Looking to throw it to Uiagalelei. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. Picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the air, it's King. Swings it out to his running back. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can hang on and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. With the catch, it's Haynes.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they...
And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines or else you draw the flag. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's King. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He wants to throw. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's the handoff. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll ride Davis here. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the misconnection on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Off the play fake. Going for it all. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to...
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.